This is the AC Compressor Manifold. It's an adapter that goes on top of your compressor for the bottom line to connect to. Sometimes these bolts right here is hard to get out because they got a 5.5 on this one, the Denso, and it's easy to strip that bolt. You might be able to drill it out if you get that problem, but I went ahead and purchased a new one for the new compressor. AC Compressor Manifold. Let's put it in. First, you gotta take the water bottle. You plug this off and you pull this up. There's some clips right here that this rides on. Right here, you just slide into it. It has two 10mm bolts that hold the fan. It's two separate fans, so you don't have to take this whole thing out. You just take these two 10mm bolts out. The top is out. I'm at the bottom of the car, and this the bottom of the radiator. That's the fan we're taking out. We got to break that. It's a 10mm. Just loosen it. Just loosen that. You can't put a socket there. You got to get a ratchet type thing. And the other one, if you go and look on this side, it's right up in that little hole. Right there. It's right past this. It's right here. Take that out with a socket. And if you look up here, my finger right there, that's the harness that goes to the fan, the radiator fan. We have to unplug that. So I'm gonna show you the harness. This is the bottom harness. This is the bottom harness. This is the one you have to push. See this? You push this and you pull it down. If you can't get it with your hand, but you can, because when the fan is loose, you can pick the fan up out of the bottom two 10mm right here, and you can push it more to the right, and you have enough space, if you look up, to put your hand up here, and I put mine right here and do it. But that's the clip. You push that clip and you pull this down. All right, let's go back to the top and pull the fan out. Just bring the fan up through here and put it to the side. Okay, get your 10mm, and it's a bracket right here. We're gonna take this bracket out. This screw is connected to the AC manifold to hold this AC wire. Take that 10mm bolt out. That's out. Now we're about to take this out. We have to disconnect these lines. Now we're gonna take this 10mm bolt out right here. Then you pull that line up. And the reason why we're getting this line out the way, so we could get to that part easier. Now, this one here, it's a nut right here. We got to get it from the bottom with an extension. It's a 10mm. And get that nut out. It dropped on me, but it's right here. And let it sit to the bottom. Out of the way. Now we have access to the AC manifold. That's this. Right here it's a screw, and right here it's a screw. I hope we can get it out while it's in the vehicle. Okay. These are this nut, this right here, and this one right here. When I put this back in, I did not put back in those 5.5s. These are the screws that came with them, the Denso, but I put those in there because to me these is less likely to get stripped. Okay, let's see it. This one here is already broke, so let me try to screw it out. That's kind of good how they have this, because I thought you have to pull the compressor to take this back off, but I guess not. As you can see, there go one of them. And then I'm gonna go back here on this side and get this one also, because these is easier to get to. If I had those 10 millimeter, well, 5.5 is the head size, but they tend to screw in. If I had those screws in here, I would not. I don't think I'd be able to get them out with a socket. I might have had to pull the compressor and the alternator back off to get it. But I'm glad that I replaced these. Now both of them is out. All you have to do right now is wiggle this, see that, and pull it up like that, and it comes out. We got to take this off of here, this little connector right here for the AC. That got to come off. When you take that clip off, then you could take this out. You see, it just sits inside of this groove right here. It's a little pushing clip up. It's a little pushing on the back of that. Now get the new one and let's install it. This is where the connector clips back into. Put that on there first before you put it back in that hole, because it might be hard for you to do it when it's on the car. So put it back on. That's this right here. This plug needs to be upward like that, just like that. Now we can put it on. Then you push it on. It should snap right there. Now we can put it in. And then put that back in that hole and push it in. Okay. Now get your 2 screws. Like I told you, I replaced mine with these, and I'm glad I did. I'm real happy I did, because I think the other ones would have been giving me problems. Somebody might be saying, mine don't have the Allen key wrench. Yeah, you're sure right. But when you get down there, I'm glad I replaced these. Look how easy they is. And they fit that hole perfect. Get the other one and start that one also on this other side. You gotta feel for it and put it in that hole, and then try to come back with this right here. I can see the head of it, so that's why. Screw it in my hand. They both are tight. Get your line and put this back in here. and get your 10mm and start it by hand. Also get the one that goes to this bracket right here. Make sure that bracket facing the right way. You see that? I messed up. So you see I messed up. Pull this back out and turn the bracket down. Then put it back in. Now the bracket is facing down. Right here. So let's see if we can find that bracket hole. Right there. Finally got it. Now tighten these two 10mm bolts. That one is tight. Now I get to this one right here and tighten that one. Snug it down. You could feel it when it's tight. Like right there. That's good. Now this one here, take that screw off because I still have the plug on it. And then pull that white plastic out of there. Get the bottom line and come up here with it. Make sure there ain't no dirt or anything on top of this. Get that same line for the AC, put it back in here, push it up like we did earlier. Put that nut back on. We're gonna tighten this nut from the bottom. I'm just showing you from the top. Snug it up. That's an AC gauge. That right there. Okay? Red, yellow, and blue. We're about to hook that up so we could evacuate the system. Before you put these on, see this? You could adjust it. You gotta back it all the way back. Like that. Counterclockwise on both of them before you can put them in. And then, you see this? You're gonna push this back and put it over and then let it go. Mine have these caps on it, take them off. It's a high side and a low side. You need to put it somewhere so this won't get caught up on this because it won't go in. And then when you get it on, you tighten it back. Tighten it down. Do the same thing for the low side, like this one. Yeah, you tighten that back. Now the last one that you have left, this yellow one, and the end like that. And you have two different sizes. The one you use is right here. You just screw that on top. Just screw it on top. Now you got everything hooked up. Those is hooked up. This is hooked up. It's plugged in. So now what we're gonna do is, you see these two? We're gonna open them up. Open them up. Open both of them up. And then you come down here and you hit that pump. As you can see, this is going down. It's gonna go all the way down to close to 30. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna let it run for a minute until it gets down here, and then we're gonna shut it off for 5 minutes just to see if it got a leak before we can go any further. And if it don't move, then we'll start evacuating the system for 45 minutes. So let it evacuate for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna turn it off. Be back in a minute. So as you can see, on the blue side, it did not move. So right now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna evacuate the system. Don't forget, open these back. Open both of them back. And then turn the pump back on. And evacuate the system for 45 minutes. All right? So now we're gonna get the compressor power plug that goes here and connect it back. Go like that. It's snapped in. What I do, I put a tie wrap and tie it right here. Now we're about to put the radiator fan back in. You remember what I told you about these? See that? These at the bottom, both of them. You got to put that over the screw at the bottom before you can bolt the top of it. So put it in. See where your screw's at. Now you get your two 10mm bolts and you start these. You can pick it up a little bit. To get in that hole. Same thing on this side. Get your 10mm, tighten these two top bolts. Same thing for this side. Now get your water box. Like I tell you, some slots, it's a bracket, slide it in that bracket. And push it down. Connect this hose back. That's it for the top. We're going to the bottom and tighten those two 10mm bolts and connect the pigtail back to the power for the fan. That's your connector right there. Grab your cable, and this piece goes in the back like this. And all you got to do is just get it on top of that connector. Let me see if I can show you. So I'm just holding the wire and then pushing it up, trying to get it over that connector. And then I'm gonna get a screwdriver or something long and just push it up on it. Just like that, right? Almost. See that? It's up. Now you get a screwdriver and push the bottom of it up or something long like this and push it up. See that? It's up. Now you got a 10mm here. Tighten that. And you got a 10mm here. Tighten that. And that will be the end almost of this video. Now you should be finished with the evacuation of the system. All you gotta do now is go ahead and put your freon in. Hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a friend. DIY diagnostic and repair. It's another AC job. This video is done. Big up to the Virgin Islands, St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. John, Kiba Dan, St. Croix, hey! Kiba Dan Dada.